Hi everyone, Ronnie Rowe back with you again for another update of Ronnie Rowe Designs. For you new folks who've never been to this YouTube channel before, my name is Ronnie Rowe and I do counted cross stitch designs. Been doing it for about 44 years, roughly in that neighborhood, on and off, but got a lot of designs over the many, many years I've been doing this. Um, First of all, before we get started, I do have my cheat sheet with me tonight, so I'll know what I'm talking about. First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for letting me come back into your homes or everywhere you are to share a little bit of what I do with you and to give you an update on the one I'm working on right now. But like I say, I really do appreciate you letting me come into your world and seeing a little bit of what I do. Before we go any further, I'd like for you to hit the little subscribe button. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere around the screen. And what this will do for you, this will get you a notification when I do updates. So if you don't want updates, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. But anyway, feel free to make that choice yourself. Um, what are we going to do here? Um, First of all, the last video I did several weeks, maybe a month ago, I guess it was. And I want to thank each and every one of you for the comments I got on the last video. They were phenomenal. They were great. I read every one of them. I try to answer each and every one of your comments. I think you got something out of it based on what I read and everything. You had some very good suggestions and some on the comment page, and I really appreciate it a whole lot. I really do. Matter of fact, I got comments from people in Europe. And so I thought that was really cool. But I really do appreciate that a whole lot. What have I been doing since the last time we got together? Eye surgery. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I did get a chance to go up to Woodlawn Plantation and everything and carry my designs up there. They postponed the drop-off date for a week because of the weather. And I have two designs up there right now. Uh, the Woodlawn Plantation and the Woodlawn the Christmas at Woodlawn Plantation, along with the gazebo, the boat by the gazebo. Those two are at Woodlawn right now, and I think that show opens. Matter of fact, I think it opened yesterday, and it's through the whole month of March. And if you get a chance, go up there and see that. Some lovely work up there, and I know that you'll enjoy that very much. Um, Liberty Hill Needleworks. That's a shop up in Toano, Williamsburg area. I got a chance to visit them, carried them a whole lot of these We the People. Got some really good comments from Susan up there and folks that work in the shop. So, and I appreciate that a whole lot. One thing I did do, I watched several of these videos. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they are videos out there. They're really a podcast, if you will, about an hour long. And Gary Parr does. It's called Fiber Talk. And I suggest each and every one of you go out there and if you can, listen to Fiber Talk with Gary Parr. They got some interesting subjects. Last week I listened to one on creativity and how people are doing all kinds of work with needlework, art, and the creative processes they go through, and their their pluses, their minuses, and we all decided in the comments there's no wrong way to do anything as far as your design work in needlework. So go out and try something. I think you'll be successful at it. And but anyway, check out Gary Parr in Fiber Talk. Um, I think you'll really like that. Um, Susan McKenzie up at Liberty Hill Needlework. This is she's had this shop up there several years now, maybe a little longer than that. But she has had other successful shops around the country. Arizona, I think she had one. And I carried a lot of the We the People charts up to her, and she told me This is the first time it's a record of them selling out. I mean, they've gone nuts on this. So, and I appreciate that very much. This is a All of my designs normally go to Hoffman Distributing Company in Alabama, who distributes to the shops all over everywhere. This is the first design I've had Rod call me, and want the design and everything. And so we worked out something with him so that all the shops out there should have the new design, We the People. What I would encourage you to do if you've got a needlework shop close by that does have the pattern, We the People. That's the celebration of the 250th anniversary of the country. And if you do have a shop near you, I would highly encourage you to go get that design from the shop. And I know I get a lot of them from me on my website, but the shops out there, the ones that really need our support, they're the ones that provide the floss and all the materials and all the expertise on stitching and stuff. And if you can go there and get one, please do that. I think that would help them a whole lot. And I mean, obviously it helps me, but it'll help them greatly also. Um, eyes. 3 weeks ago, let me see, yeah, 3 weeks ago, this coming Wednesday, I got my right eye done, cataract surgery, and walked out great, no problems. Couldn't believe what I was seeing, but it was all the difference in the world, I could tell. But the only problem I had, I hadn't had my left eye done. So I was kind of going back and forth. I was kind of walking sideways, not 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 too steady. I guess I was steady, but things kind of seemed off. Well, this last Wednesday, let me turn this light off. I've got a light on here. I don't know why. Um, the Last Wednesday, I went and had my left eye done. And so and it turned out great. 5, 10 minutes at the most to do cataract surgery, put new lens in, everything, go back to the doctor the next morning, did a follow up. And right now, I can see unbelievably well. I mean, I can, distances around the house, watching TV. Um, Really great. Up close, not so good. I had to go to these. These are my new reading glasses, so I can sit down there and read stuff and cross stitch. Right after I got the first eye did, I found out that I was only off cross stitching about 2 or 3 days, 3 days at the most, and I was using my wife's readers, and so I knew I was going to need reading glasses. So we made our way to Costco like everybody else does, and I got the 3 pack of Costco. Who makes puts these? Costco don't make them, but anyway, reading glasses. So I got 3 pairs of these, one in the car, one downstairs, one upstairs. I'm gonna probably pick up another pack, so I'll have them laying all around the house. So, but anyway, the eye surgery went great. I'm very, very pleased with that. So that's out of the way. I'm back stitching. I'm back doing everything but swimming. He doesn't want me to. I had surgery last Wednesday. He doesn't want me to swim. For another week or so. We'll give it that. What else do I have here? Um, my new design. We the People. Um, Last time I showed it to you, we were down at the bottom. Not at the bottom. We went and started at the bottom. We were in the middle type. But here is where I am on We the People. Now you can really get an idea of what's going on in my world. As you can see, we've done all of the, let me see if I can get it right for you folks. As you can tell, we've got all the George Washington here, crossing the Delaware, coming down here with the signing of the Declaration of Independence, 1776 to 2026, with We the People across the top. Where I am there, I'm coming down the bottom. I'm doing the boat over here. I've got about this much in here, and this design will be complete. Once I frame it and get it matted, I haven't got the glass for the frame. I do have the frame that I talked to you about. That's the old frame I put together to put this particular piece in. But this is a considerable amount of work. This is I had a friend of mine over at Boxes Plus, where I mail everything out, and he never crossed stitched in life, and he'd seen this. He said, "What do you mail all the time?" And I showed it to him. I showed him this one, and I carried it in, laid it out. He said, "Hey, I want to do that." Well, if you never cross stitched before and you didn't know, you don't even how to nothing. Maybe you ought to start on something smaller. So I carried him one of my small kits I did years ago. And so anyway, Nate is his name. Nate took that today, and so we're going to see how he does on that. But this is where I am on We the People. Um, I've had to print right now, since I put this out, I've had three or four printings of this already. So it's going very well. I think people enjoy it. I think it's going to be something that if you stitch, it's frame it up right. It'll, you can put this in a den or somewhere in an office building, and I think people would really enjoy it. I've enjoyed it so far. Still got some work to go, but um, anyway, that's where we are with We the People. Let me get that up here. You can see a little bit better the colors. There's a lot of color changes in this, and but anyway, I think this is a good one. I think we hit on this one. So, but anyway, that's where I am on We the People. I stitched some today. I'm going to stitch some tomorrow. My plans right now is to have this completed. Um, Probably by the end of the month, by certainly by the middle of next month, by the middle of April, I know it'll be done. So um, that's what I'm doing right now. Now, as far as what I'm going to do after this, I have no idea, no idea at all. With my new eyes, I don't know. I might try something different. I'm not sure. But if you have any suggestions that you can give me, anything that you think it would be nice or something size wise with this 480 by 320 or something smaller you think would uh, that you'd like to see, send me a message. Put a message on the video. Let me know what you think. And again, if you're doing anything, if you're doing this, I know I've sent a lot of these out to a lot of different folks that watch this video. Let me know how you're doing with it. I want to know what you're stitching. I've showed you mine. Now, I want you to come back and show me where you are on this. I really do. Um, a lot of people, I don't know how many people are going to stitch this. This is a lot of work. It's straight stitching. It's just X's. I don't have back stitching, none of that stuff. It's just straight stitching with DMC floss. But I hope you do it. I'd like to see some of your work. I really would. But anyway, that's about all I have for this week. I don't know of anything else. I'm going to get back with you probably when I finish this, and I'm going to show it to you all finished without frame. And then I'm going to come back and do a video and show it to you all framed up. And so that's my plans right now. So um, until then, like I tell you, every time we get together, the one thing I like for you to do, always remember, get outside and do. Oh, by the way, the weather's warming up. Our weather is getting this week. We're supposed to get up into the 70s, 60, late 60s and 70s, 70, 72, 73 degrees for a stretch there. So I'll give an opportunity to get outside and do some things. So I encourage you to do that. Don't sit there and stitch all the time. So until I get with you the next time we get together, just do me one favor. Come back and see me and be safe. See y'all later.